So here is what happens in our blood vessels, and we have done this discussion many times. In our blood vessels, we have platelets, correct? Platelets are anucleated cells inside the bone marrow. So let's say this is a bone marrow sitting somewhere in some bone. Inside the bone marrow, there are big cells which we say megakaryocytes. Mega because they are big, mega. Karyocytes. Karyocyte, karyo mean is their name and cyte is the cell. So megakaryocyte. These cells are big blobs, and then small plates get broken off of them and they enter the blood from the bone marrow. These tiny plates are called platelets. And because megakaryocytes are big cells, they have a nucleus, but the pieces that break off of them do not have a nucleus. This is why the platelets do not have a nucleus, just like RBCs do not have a nucleus. So here we have platelets. What they saw was with heparin, I'm going in a different direction at this time. Heparin, those folks who take heparin for blood thinning, some of them, not all of them, some of them, what happens is that the heparin, so let's say this is heparin. Let me make heparin in red. This is heparin. Heparin binds with a factor released from the platelet called factor 4. I'm just going to make it 4 in shape. So platelets, when they are activating, inside the platelet, there are small bags of various granules. Imagine platelets themselves are big bags. Imagine they are the trucks or the cars of our body. And inside the car or the truck, we have stuffed a lot of bags in there. And these bags contain various particles that help with clotting. So this granule, when it opens up, it produces platelet factor 4, platelet factor 4. And for everything here, what I have done is I have a link. So this is platelet factor 4. So none of the science is made up by Mubin over here. So platelet factor 4 is here. What happens is platelet factor 4 binds with the heparin. Normally, this binding is actually useful and it moderates the function of heparin. So it is a useful thing. But in some cases, what happens is our B cells, our immune system, looks at this coupling of heparin with platelet factor 4 and says, I don't like it. I don't like what you have become. This is just like, when we have these, what are these little games where you have puzzle pieces and you put the pieces together to make a picture, for example, right? So when the puzzle pieces or these jigsaw puzzle, when they are not put together, we do not know what this puzzle is. But when we put the pieces together, then a shape emerges, correct? So here what happens is when the heparin and platelet factor 4 binds together, they look like a pattern that in some people, their immune system says, I don't like this pattern. I'm going to attack this pattern. And so what we do is we make antibodies against them. This happens in some people. This is the heparin-induced thrombocytopenia, HIT. So this antibody, when it binds with the platelet factor 4 and heparin, then and one more thing, this platelet factor 4 and heparin, where are these located? Mostly near the platelet because the factor 4 is coming out of platelet. So this couple is found near the platelets. So when we have the antibodies and they are going to come and bind with the platelet, this couple, then they are going to start binding with the platelet as well. This is the problem. So when they bind with the platelet, the antibodies, this binding here will cause activation of the platelet, and platelet will become super angry and it would start clotting and it would start activating, and then there would be thrombosis. Now, we talked about this as well, that when thrombosis occurs, thrombosis mean blood coagulation factors are used up to as a cement to put these cells together. Lots of, I'm saying thrombosis, lots of platelets are pulled together as well and stitched together to make this plug. In this process, the raw material, the platelets, are used up. And when they're used up, then the general amount of free platelets is reduced. This is like if you go to your fridge and you find some raw material, let's say some vegetables there that you're going to cook. So if you take them up and you cook them, then inside the fridge now the vegetables are lesser. Same thing is here, that when the platelets have been used up, then free platelets are less. So when the free platelets are less, we say thrombocytopenia occurred. Penia means less in number, but thrombosis occurred as well. So they are kind of paradoxical statements, that how can we have thrombosis, which means more platelet clots, plus thrombocytopenia, which means less platelets. So how can we have less platelets and still platelet clots? The thing is this, to understand that first platelet clots form because of all the platelets present. Those clot formations result in less platelets. Good. So thrombotic thrombocytopenia. Thrombotic, let me write it. Thrombotic, so there is thrombosis that occurred. Thrombotic thrombocytopenia. Good. Now, how does the AstraZeneca work in here? Here is what happens. In the case of AstraZeneca, what they found was, this is the research paper, what they found was that when the vaccine is given, then without the need for heparin, somehow the vaccine, and let's say this is the platelet activation factor 4, platelet factor 4, this is a platelet, and platelets have factor 4 on their surfaces because that is their function. They make factor 4, platelet. So platelet makes factor 4. Now, in the presence of vaccine, in some people, rarely, so this is out of 20, 30 million people vaccinated and 18 people we're talking about, but still there are 8 people who died. Even in this research, when they took 8 people, out of those 4 died. So there is a possibility of death as well. So we should be careful. So it is not fear mongering here. I'm providing a solution that the researchers provided. I'm just being a vehicle from them to you. That's all. So once the platelet have, in some people, when the platelets have factor 4 and you give the vaccine triggers the production of antibodies that attack this factor 4. I'm going to make it here as well. That attack this factor 4 without the need for the factor 4 to be bound to heparin. So here, factor 4 and heparin had to be bound together to be recognized as an offending agent. And then antibodies attack them. And then those attacking antibody complexes will settle on platelet and activate them, causing thrombosis. Here, it's very different. Just the vaccine alone and the platelet factor 4 alone vaccine has generated these antibodies which connect with platelet factor 4. This complex, because this occurs near the platelet, it settles on the platelet. And when it settles on the platelet, it would do the same thing as we've been talking about, and that is platelet activation. That would result in platelet clots. Platelet activation means clotting. So this is the bad news. And researchers are saying that, hey, we have seen the data in this case that this is